Welcome back to the Extended Cut podcast, where we dive a little bit deeper here with Pastor Mike.
What up?
Got the new merch.
Dude, new merch, dude. We're rocking some Carhartt out here.
We got a lot to talk about.
Dude,
it's been a minute.
It's been a couple months.
Yeah.
I think it's been over a month.
It had first pod 2026.
Come on, dude.
Well, okay. Just lightning round intro. Gold Creek Monroe turns how old this weekend?
1 year.
1 year old.
Come on, we're alive, dude.
Top three good moments of the first year. Top three bad moments.
Oh gosh, dude. Top three good?
Yeah. Oh, start bad.
I'll start good, dude. Launch Sunday was amazing, dude.
Wild.
Blown away.
Yes.
People parking across the street.
It was crazy.
At another church's parking lot. They were
There
probably
we go.
mad, whatever.
But it was fun. Were they Mormon?
No, it was a Baptist
bummer.
church. It's all good, dude. It's all good.
We
That was
show love
fun.
to the Baptists and the Mormons, I guess, but not really. Cult.
Easter was amazing. Also blown away.
Easter, yep. What did you? Okay, walk us back. Take us back in. What did you expect coming into launch Sunday?
To be honest, I was hoping for 300. Like I was like, I'm gonna be. Here's what I told people. I said I'm gonna be sad if we're under 200.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be happy if we're at 250.
Okay.
I'm gonna be pumped if we hit 300.
Okay.
And we hit 378. And I was like, whoa, dude, super pumped. So that was great. Easter was amazing. We almost hit 500, which was great.
Wild. 490, I believe.
Yeah, 490.
Who's counting? Little Rain Man moment. Yeah.
Definitely four. And then I think I think what's been really cool, probably favorite moment.
Yeah.
There was a gal on our launch team that joined us, didn't believe in Jesus, but she just kind of liked the community, like the people was going through
like
hard.
the vibes.
Yeah, I like the vibes. And man, joined the team, got saved like 9 months in, or 9 weeks in, got baptized, is now part-time staff leading our little kids ministry. So just wild, man.
Wild.
So those are probably top three.
Yes. Okay. Top three good. Top three challenges.
Challenges. Dealing with you in this capacity is tough now.
Okay.
No, hard things. Worst was the Saturday night before Father's Day.
Yep.
I was reading through my message and I got a random prompting from the Lord, like, hey, go check the schedule at the school.
Yep.
And they had removed us off the calendar without letting us know.
Low key
And
passive.
so I was about to roll in to church on Father. I'm calling everybody on Saturday night trying to get into church for Father's Day. So that was a tough one.
What did you guys end up doing?
We ended up doing it, and we worked a deal. No. We were in the building.
Okay.
We just had to work a deal. We had to park our staff and volunteers off-site.
Okay.
And then have them walk in, and then we could use some parking spots. For whatever.
So
that was that.
Peeps. Okay.
That was hard. And
it's hard being mobile.
Yeah. Hard being mobile.
Yeah.
2 trailers. The whole thing is great.
Yeah.
And then, dude.
Is it? Okay.
Like I feel like I was telling Pablo this last week, I was like, bro, he asked me, because we were at this conference, whatever.
Yes.
There's like this prayer moment. He's like, dude, how can I pray for you? I'm like, I'm going to be honest, dude. I feel like I'm walking around like this year's been real good.
Yeah.
And like, I'm just waiting for the crap to hit the fan.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like every church planner I talk to, like, man, first year was, and I'm like, dude, it's been like really good.
Yeah.
So I'm just like waiting for what's that thing going to be, you know?
Kind of like in marriage. When I have a good few months in marriage, I'm like, what's about to happen? You know,
dude.
Something's about to pop off. Dude, you guys had your first alpha, I think last night.
Bro, yeah. So we did our first alpha in Monroe.
Yes. What's alpha, if you don't know?
Dude,
if you listen to the pod,
it's one of our next steps. It's one of our next steps
on the
next step journey.
Let's go. Okay.
And so it's just a space for people to ask questions, people that are skeptical about faith, even believers that are like, man, I'm just trying to figure out what I believe.
Yep.
It's a safe place to ask questions and really grow in community, grow in your faith. And man, we did a run here at Mill Creek this last fall to kind of identify some leaders, and then kind of pushed it for our first round in Monroe. Had it last night, and we had 35 people there. I think 36 people registered. It was great.
Turn up.
It was great. Yeah, man.
Love it.
Yeah.
And the Seahawks, bro, are in the Super Bowl.
Dude, I'm excited about it, to be honest.
I think what do you think our odds are?
Dude, you want to go?
Badly, but it's off the table. Next question.
Dude, nosebleeds are like $7,000 a piece.
Are they?
$7,000 per ticket.
You know what I think I'm going to end up going to as an investment? This is not just investment, wrong word. Investment implies return. This won't have a return other than memories. I think I'm going to go to a World Cup game when they're here.
Are you?
Because why not?
Yeah.
Because part of the Super Bowl is like
the experience.
That too, but part of the reason it's so expensive is the flight, the hotel. Like it's
that's just the ticket, the $7,000.
That's what I'm saying.
Just the nosebleed.
Oh, that's just in the so it's what 15 probably all in by the time
you and one person go with you. You're $15,000 on tickets. I was talking to a buddy who's going.
Yeah,
and his round trip to SF and back, the cheapest flight he could take with like a 20-hour travel day, is like $1,300 from Seattle to.
Should just drive.
That's what I'm saying.
We could drive people.
Uber service.
I'm trying to calculate it. $10 a mile.
$10 a mile, bro. It's gotta be way less than that.
No, well, that's what I'm saying though. $10 a mile, like we'll take you all the way if you want to go, or we'll get you to an airport where it's cheaper. We'll get you into Eugene International.
Yeah.
Okay, Hawks are in. Pumped about that. Good odds. Dude, you and Pastor Pablo went to a conference.
Come on. We went to the Pastors Assembly at VU Church in Miami. It was
great. Pray for Mike right now, Lord. We bind that spirit of vitamin D.
Dude. It was great, dude. We got there, it was like 84 day one. Then it cooled off quite a bit as like the snowstorm was going everywhere.
Yeah.
70.
This week in Florida, it's like record lows.
Yeah. It was like 68 when we like a high of 68.
And people like are so stressed there. I used to live in Florida.
People were rolling with like puffer jackets and beanies.
Dude, it's pumpkin spice latte season when it's under 70.
Yeah, so it was, dude, it was amazing. I got a good relationship with a guy on their staff there, Adrian.
Yeah.
He's been investing in me.
You guys have been talking once a month?
Yeah, once a month for the last 14, 16 months. Just kind of been helping us in the pre-launch journey. And man, it was a great trip. Yeah.
I love it, man. And then you had a cool moment.
Dude.
Wild
moment. Yeah, we had so in partnership with Overflow, which is our giving platform
here
at the church.
Nice plug there. It's very easy to use. All kinds of crypto, cash.
Yeah, all the things if you're feeling generous.
Mm-hmm.
But no, they do every year at Pastors Assembly. They're a sponsor. This is the third year they've done it. They give out a grant to some pastors, whatever.
Which love that.
Yeah. Which is just amazing.
Yeah.
And yeah, they go to VU and they're just like, hey, who would you like to? That's a kind of a part of your network, part of your people.
Yeah.
My phone's on the ground, dude. Trying to go to the tap to pay, dude. It's like we're good. Yeah. And they asked VU like who, and they said us at Gold Creek Monroe. And
come on,
man, it was a surprise. I had no idea.
Come on, you had no idea?
No idea, bro.
They just sprung it on you,
bro. I was just sitting there, and then they're just like they started talking about it, and then they started sharing a little bit of like the story of that church planter. It's been about a year, and blah blah blah, and this was going on.
Were you like, that's me?
I was like, this story sounds a lot like me, and then, but I'm like, but everybody, like I've talked to 4 church planters like today that had the same exact year as me.
Yeah.
And then they were just like Pastor Mike Sexton, Gold Creek Monroe, and I was like, dang, dude. Yeah. So we got a $15,000 check.
Come on.
Which was just amazing. Super cool.
It's interesting because we'll go theological for a second. We'll go biblical. It's interesting because like one of the models of funding in the New Testament is like churches funding churches.
Yep.
And I think that's like a profoundly good thing.
Yeah.
You know?
I agree. I think that the coolest thing, it was interesting for this stretch or whatever.
Yeah.
Like the way that this relationship started out was me trying to fundraise. So like I had this whole spiel of like I would send out like these just ridiculous gifts out to churches.
What'd you send to VU?
I sent them a pickleball paddle with VU's logo on it, a pickleball paddle with our logo on it.
Also that place I just went, sorry, that side note, pickleball? Everywhere. Sorry, go on.
So yeah, send them out 2 pickleball paddles, just some information about the church, whatever, with a note that just says, everybody knows pickleball is more fun when you have a teammate.
It's better with doubles.
Would you partner with us?
Come on.
Blah, 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 blah. And so then Adrian, this guy that works at VU, one of their executives there, called me. This is like November before we launched. So like 14, 16 months ago. Which is like, hey, bro, got your thing. Dude, amazing. Like, I'm calling you because like that was super creative.
Yeah.
We don't have any money to give you this year, and we give money out of relationships. And so if you're open, I'd love to just, build a relationship, see how this goes. And so I've been meeting with him and I just come with my questions once a month on Thursdays. I'm just like, bro, I'm going through this.
Yeah.
What did you guys do?
Yeah.
Because he helps oversee locations and stuff like that for them. And so just been learning a lot. And
what a gift.
Then they sprung that on me, which was wild.
Wild.
Super cool.
Yeah. That's the best.
dude,
That's
the best.
The best,
The
man.
best. And obviously it was like,
God is
dude, they're a
good.
great church. And
Of course, all those things.
Pastor Rich Wilkerson, man, just freaking bringing the house down. It was great.
I love it.
It was a great
What
time.
what an experience.
Yeah, dude, it's a good time. I find myself going out to Florida a lot. I've in
Yeah.
the last 2 years think I've been there 6 times.
Wild. What was
Because I went to Pastor
You went to
Assembly. I
this
just went to
again.
went to VuCon in June.
when's that? Oh, June. Okay.
You and I went to
SCU conference?
we did that a couple years ago. SU conference.
oh.
We went to ARC,
We went to Arc
church
Launch.
training.
Yes.
and then Hannah and I randomly went there on like a baby moon. We just like went to Miami. This is like,
This is your spot.
dude, we just keep
You
going.
Florida Mike.
Just find myself going to Florida,
I could
bro.
kind of see you in Florida, actually.
Dude, I'm
having lived there.
Dude, come on,
The
dude.
heat is real.
Yeah, which I'd have problems.
Yeah.
I'd have problems
Yeah,
at
yeah,
that point.
yeah,
Yeah, I went on a run when it was like 70 out, and I was just like, oh, this is terrible. I was like, bro, everyone's in parkas, dude, and I'm in a freaking shorts and a tank top.
Yeah, the heat's too real. But
Oh man, that was good. What are we talking about today?
I was about to say, speaking of heat, Mike,
Oof, it's complicated.
we're starting a new relationship series.
Come on, dude.
Hey,
Come on, let's
it's
tie in.
complicated.
Let's go,
What do you want to hit on in this series? Series goals for you?
dude. We haven't. Well, it's been interesting because we're just post our 1 year,
Mm-hmm.
and it's interesting now as we just got into sermon planning for the next year of just thinking through it, going, oh, we haven't talked about this in the life of our church. You know what I
Dang,
mean?
right,
like,
right.
I feel like for you, you're like, oh yeah, we hit maybe relationships or marriage or whatever. Like,
Yep.
a couple years ago, we dug
Yep.
in, we touch it
Yep,
throughout
yep,
the year,
yep.
obviously.
Interesting phraseology there. Couldn't help. Okay.
Stupid.
PG-13.
But just to like really dive into marriage, relationships, in a way that I feel like we never have in Monroe, and so I'm excited to jump in.
It's interesting because I feel like sometimes this would be for the seasoned Christians, okay, the people with the strong opinions.
Yeah.
But they're like, man, I don't want to hear a series about this. It feels almost like maybe they wouldn't say this as overtly out loud, but sometimes I feel like implicitly stuff I see on social media, like, why are you preaching about this? There's bigger things going on in the world, whether those are social things or there's more important theological things to tackle. Like, why are you, even your like camp you came from,
less than 50% of marriages make it. I think it's a pretty big deal.
which is a big deal.
It's a big deal.
Which is a big
It's a big deal. Yeah.
Also, it's interesting to me that like a lot of the analogies we use you're right. And first of all, anybody who's married, me and you included, I'm sure, like as even primary offenders, like it never goes on autopilot.
Yeah. When it does, it's not good. It never ends well.
You never throw the clutch in, throw it in neutral, and just are like, dude, I'm thriving.
Yeah, for sure.
And so it always takes work. Don't know why that is. Like there is this, we do this thing. I'm sure you guys will do it at any moment coming up. It's called Re-Engage.
Yeah.
And a lot of churches do it. It's like, intentional work. I was talking to this guy, or I wasn't talking to him. Somebody was telling me he was talking to him.
Yeah.
And he's been married like 59 years.
Yeah.
Forever. And his wife wanted him to do Re-Engage. And he was like, just like, it's going to bring up a bunch of stuff I don't want to work on. Just like, what? You would assume in year 59, but it's just kind of like, okay. So it always needs work.
For sure.
Never goes on autopilot. Also, I think one of the primary ways in the New Testament that Paul or whoever the authors are writing, they'll often use the marriage analogy to explain our relationship with Christ, the redemption there. Why do you think that is? Why marriage? Why not parenting or friendship? I mean, those things are used too, but like, why is that? Why do you think that's the primary one?
Interesting question. I think the reason, to be honest with you, speaking from the vantage point of like, as I look at my marriage, and the reason why it makes sense for me is because marriage is a little bit of a mirror in terms of like when if my marriage is not going well in whatever scenario, like my wife and I are not connecting.
Right.
A lot of it is a result of me. Like it's things that I have done, haven't done, said I was going to do, but didn't follow through on.
Right.
And I think our relationship with the Lord is quite similar, to be honest with you. It's like,
interesting.
If we're feeling like God is distant, it's not that he's distant, it's that we're distant.
Right.
So it's a mirror. And so I think the reason why God uses it, even in relationship with like, we are the bride of Christ. The church is the bride of Christ. Like
Right.
that language of marriage is intertwined within. It's also from the very beginning in Genesis, where it's like a man needs father and mother to be united with his wife.
Right.
It's been a part of the story from the beginning. That dynamic.
Yeah, it's like, and not just marriages, I guess. It's like you said that the stat earlier, 50% of marriages end in divorce. I don't think that's always true of like, so I think that is in a, what do you call that? An aggregation. I wanted to use a big word there, Mike. I was really working on it.
I think that stat is like 50% of marriages don't make it, but that also includes second, third, fourth marriages, which have a way higher percentage of not turning the corner.
Yeah. And so, it's interesting because people at church, just in our world today, the idea that you're in a nuclear family in your first marriage as just a ubiquitous assumption, just to be like, dude, everybody's there. Statistically, not even close.
For sure. Yeah.
Blended families, all these. And it's like, so there going to be people, I'm thinking about it this way. There's going to be people joining us for the series who are single.
Yep.
Still single.
Looking forward to marriage, hopefully.
Maybe single again.
Yep.
So they've kind of got that residue.
But also on the back end of marriage.
On the back end of a marriage, who are married. I mean, and even there, married is probably like so many categories in marriage. Married and thriving, 0.04%.
Not there.
Right. Married and frustrated, married and unseen, married and lonely, all these different things. So I was thinking about it though. I'm like, why? We were talking about it in sermon planning. Like, why are relationships so complicated? Mm-hmm. Well, inevitably, because we're complicated.
For sure.
We are complicated people. We're inconsistent. We're anxious. We have insecurities. We have ego. There's like all these personal complications. Like you said, when you're in a relationship with someone, holds up the mirror.
Yep.
They call you on your stuff. Yep. You don't want to hear it. Mm-hmm. I'm just speaking for you. You've told me these things in confidence. No, it's really true though, that like part of the relationship series, the hope would be like, people aren't going to be listening and thinking like, oh my gosh, my freaking wife has so much to work on.
For sure.
It'd be like, oh, okay, I got some stuff
for sure
to let God change in me
for sure
to be able to thrive in this relationship.
Yeah. As you're talking about, our relationships are complicated because we're carrying in insecurities, we're carrying in things. Mm-hmm. How do you see that pop up in your own marriage of like, insecure, like maybe it's I've heard it phrased this way. It's almost like a voice that you hear that's not because of some sort of insecurity that you have that you carry into conversation.
Oh, for sure. I mean, how much time we got? You know what I mean? It's like, I think, any in my marriage, most issues are because of my wife. No. Most issues are because of me.
Yeah.
Most issues are because of me not saying something I need to say because I'm trying to do this weird self-image management, even though it's with someone, in a marriage relationship, it's someone you should be able to be super transparent and honest with. We're one of the tools we're using is the Tim Keller book, The Meaning of Marriage, and this idea of vulnerability, being known and loved, all these things coming together. But it's like, it's really, I think it speaks to, it's really, really hard if you have issues like I do. It's really hard to be fully vulnerable with someone.
Yep.
And to be like, hey, I'm worried we're not gonna have the life you envisioned, or I'm worried I'm not gonna, be the man I need to be, or fill in the blank. But what'll happen is, like, at least for me, I won't say those things or something for, I don't know, a decade, and then they'll bubble over.
Yeah.
And then, and then my wife, or probably I would assume, I would project this on other relationships. What often happens is on the other side of that, when someone's like, I know that, like, I've known that the whole time. I'm not worried. It's almost like very affirming versus, of course, what is difficult if they're like, they say something that you're actually afraid of, but you don't start the conversation.
Yeah.
And you're like, shoot, they see the real me. What do I do? And so, which of course, in the analogy, Christ sees the real us
for sure
and loves us fully.
For sure.
But what about you?
Yeah, man. I was hoping you didn't ask that.
That's a nice.
No, for me, I would say this, the most of the time when things pop up in like Hannah and I's marriage, similar to yours. It's a result of something going on in here in me. And I think the thing that we've had to wrestle with and struggle through is that oftentimes I will filter things she says through a lens of what I believe about myself negatively. So like she said something, hey, did you do this for the kids? I didn't do said thing. And I hear that as her saying, oh, you're a terrible dad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or, hey, did you remember to? And in that I'm hearing you're a failure. You never, you know what I mean? But that's not, she's not saying that.
Right.
And so we've had to work through like, oh, that's my own internal dialogue.
Right.
I think I had a pastor buddy explain it to me like a train that like my wife will be saying something to me, and as I'm hearing that, I'm like hearing the train coming down. And like once you hop on the train, there's no like it's just going. It doesn't stop. Like once you're on the tracks, like you're there and you're gonna follow that all the way to the end, which is me going, you know, getting in the fight or doing the thing. And so it's like when you hear the train coming, don't hop on. You know what I mean? So like when you hear the voice going,
but it's hard not to hop on.
Dude, it feels good to hop on the train, dude.
And I mean, the train's a great way to put that because it's like it's a well-worn neural pathway.
Yeah, and you know where it's like you know darn well when I hop on that train, we are getting in this fight again.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. So why do we keep hopping on the train? It sounds like an obvious like I'm just thinking of somebody listening. They're like, dude, obviously just don't get on. It's like, well,
I don't think it's that. I think there's something neurological there. I think there's probably, well, not probably, definitely. There's spiritual things going on there
for sure.
And I just think we're more messed up than we think we are.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I think we. Why do I? In those moments that I get on the train, like in the moment I'm standing in the kitchen and we're hashing it out, and I'm like just pissed, to be honest. When I get, it's because I feel like I can't not get on. You know what I mean? It's just like, it's not like I'm not sitting there like cognitively going, I really shouldn't get on that train right now.
Right.
I'm just like freaking, oh, it's there, I'm on. And then we're already there.
Yeah. And so there's probably a deep level of, I'm using more therapeutic language than I meant to, Mike, but there probably is a deep level of heart, soul, mind healing
100%.
To be able to just even that, I think what you just described there is like the ability to separate and recognize that you don't have to get on.
For sure.
Like that's probably 8 to 9 good years of Jesus working in your life. 100%. And, you know, like, because it's almost like you need a new way to understand yourself, to understand who you are, not like self-help, but like, you know, this is where I think in a marriage, you're going to see the fruit of your daily devotional time, reading the scripture, praying, you know, like if you can live in this place of I'm fully known by God, this is what he says about me, this is who I am. When the train comes, you can at least have a split second where you go like, oh, wait, I don't.
Yeah. There's enough of a gap.
Yeah. I don't have to live in the fear of being whatever.
For sure.
But that takes time. Yeah, and like the 59-year-old guy said, obviously it never just goes on auto.
Yeah, I think Hannah and I have talked about it. Like, I have a tendency I always work hard to assume the best in others. I don't want to assume the worst, but I don't I don't assume other people assume the best of me, if that makes sense.
Classic, bro. Enneagram 3?
100%.
Yeah.
Through and through, dude.
Yeah.
3 wing 2, baby.
3. That's like everybody who works here.
100%.
It's a whole organization of people.
Orson, dude. What are you?
What's Orson?
I don't know what you are. You're an 8.
5. An 8. Oh.
That's a 5 and a 3.
Sorry. 5 wing 3. I'm like, yeah, that makes sense actually.
This is how you'd sign it, dude. 8.
Oh, interesting.
8. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
6. You said it.
Stop, dude.
Okay.
It's out.
It's gone.
It's out, Nick. You're old.
Oh, I know. It's still around for the elementary schoolers, which is where my kids are. Dude, excited for the series.
Come on, dude.
Here we go.
Let's go.
Rev it up. Thanks for checking out the Extended Cut Podcast. See you soon.
Peace.